The beginning of Apex Season 15 was so boring, but the last half of Apex Season 15 has been incredibly impactful with a lot of modes, a lot of events, a lot of money grabs, honestly. But because we've been so busy talking about the events and the new modes and everything, and don't get me wrong, those things are great, we've kind of neglected something that is extremely important and right around the corner. Believe it or not, Season 16 literally only like 2 weeks away, and this is definitely going to be a different season as Respawn has completely changed the format and formula of what they actually plan on releasing, and a lot of fans didn't know it, and it's left them pretty shocked, especially after the news from today. If you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends related, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 100k. I cannot believe we're so close to this milestone. Whenever we hit it, I'm gonna try to do like a 24-hour stream subathon thing. I've never done one of those before, and try to see how many chicken sandwiches I can finish from Chick-fil-A in the stream. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. The first thing that I wanted to mention, you guys may have noticed here recently that Respawn actually brought this update that apparently like prevented the DDoSing of the Predator servers, the Diamond servers, and the Master Lobby servers. Well, in this, apparently there's also still been a lot of people getting DDoSed in all of this, and we actually found out that there's a new way to crash lobbies, and it's not necessarily DDoSing, but I guess it's more of like a game bug. This was actually like just straight up nuking servers and like all F4ing everyone's game, and I don't even understand how this works, but he caught it while spectating someone. They were on streamer mode, of course, trying to protect themselves, I guess. And I think it's Stankany is how you pronounce his name, but I'm not entirely sure. But a 22-second clip shows you how these people are doing it. So if you're wondering why your games have just been crashing ever so randomly and you thought that they fixed some bugs, but for some reason some lobbies are still getting nuked and some lobbies are crashing, this video may explain why all of that is still happening. Roll the clip.
Because they're probably letting him kill everything, and if they're about to lose, the others just like
DOS it, just crash everything. Sounds about right.
No, just kill them and rest them again, you know, like they did now. It's like, yeah, just try to kill
Oh yeah,
this
you
guy.
just crashed it. It's Catalyst.
Oh, it's Catalyst.
Oh yeah, my game just crashed.
Catalyst can just crash the server.
So pretty insane to see that this stuff is still going on. I feel like it's always some glitch, some bug somewhere that's just ruining everyone's day, and I really wish they could get a hold of all of this stuff. Now, for our main topic today, like I said earlier, this may come to a shock for a lot of you, but we actually saw this yesterday from SWL. He has always been on top of release dates for the season and their trailers and all of this stuff, and yesterday he posted, while this is not guaranteed, I'd like to say that it's likely that we receive the first trailer for Season 16 on Monday and a premiere tomorrow. And this tweet was yesterday, so the premiere should have been today. I'd follow it up by saying the pattern of the previous seasons kind of align with all of this, but with no teasers on Twitter, it's pretty hard to say. Either way, I doubt we get a new legend this season, is what he had to say. If you're hearing that for the first time, I'm sorry to drop it on you like that, but it does look very likely, and it has for the last couple of months, that Season 16 will be the season to not receive a new legend. You guys may remember back in the day, they used to release a brand new weapon along with every season, but eventually they said they didn't want to crowd up the loot pool. They also said the same thing with the legends not long ago, that they would be getting away from the old seasonal format of releasing one new legend, one new gun, a map change, or a new map or whatever, and it's like the same thing, rinse and repeat. So you got to remember that this one is a little weird because this one has been a long season, and so because of that, maybe the dates are a little off, but according to most people, we should have definitely got a premiere today about the new trailer tomorrow, which should have been a story of the Outlands. However, based off the comments and based off YouTube, there's been no premiere at all, with this guy also saying we didn't get a premiere, and SWL saying it pretty much confirms that there is no new legend going on. Now, I was kind of shocked because I thought a lot of this was already known. Many people seem to have understood that we were not going to be getting a new legend this season, but a lot of people saw this and were kind of freaking out, not able to understand that like one of the biggest selling points of a season is the new legend, and it definitely is true. How are they possibly going to release a new season without a new legend? It's definitely not going to bring the hype, and that's where they have a little bit of a different change for this season. I told you guys that they were going to release a season in a different way than they've ever done. So over the last year, we have not received a new gun in a season whatsoever. That is changing. We have always received a new legend in a season. That is changing. Well, that's not still confirmed, but it's like 99% positively true. But there is a chance I'm wrong on that, so I want to make that clear. Over the last couple of seasons, we've not really seen any major legend balances or nerfs or even patch notes with a lot of changes to the legends. That is also changing. As a matter of fact, we are more than likely going to be getting the biggest nerfs and buffs balance changes that we have seen in Apex in most likely its entire history. We are not just going to be getting a change of settings with this passive changed and this nerf coming to the tactical and the reduced cooldown. It's going to be much more than that. We are getting all new legend classes, and many legends will be redispersed into new legend classification so that it actually makes a little bit more sense. If you guys remember when the game first first released, Pathfinder was actually a support character, but then it eventually changed. But instead of just rearranging the legends in the classes that they're in, they've actually created brand new legend classifications, with some of them having brand new names. This was actually a tweet put up by Thornton Smash over a month ago at this point, with a lot of these changes on a notepad given to by an inside source. And a lot of this stuff has come out to be true. We know that all of his insider sources in the past have pretty much always been true as well. So this stuff you can usually take to the bank. Some of these things being like the assault class will now get red bins and extra inventory for ammo, similar to how Lifeline gets her blue bins, also with some extra heals. Defense legends should be Caustic, Rampart, Watson, and Catalyst, but they are now control legends instead of defense legends. Control class is more for holding areas and locking things down. But like in the past, we had some legends that were also in that defense category, but they weren't necessarily control legends and didn't really fit in that category. And that's where the new class comes in, because while those legends switched over to the new control class, we now have Newcastle and Gibby up into the support and team player class. They benefit the team and keep the team alive and quickly back into the fight. The recon class is still the same as it seems. Yes, Bloodhound is there, just cut off. The new skirmisher class basically is going to be the mobility hit and run type of class. These legends usually have better movement or solo PvP power, like Mirage and Wraith are really good examples here. Pathfinder also seems to be getting a massive rework, along with possibly even Mirage. So one of the contingencies that I want to make known here is that even though we should have possibly gotten a trailer tomorrow, because we normally get the story of the Outlands on a Monday, we should have gotten the premiere today. And even though that stuff didn't happen, we do have the ALGS Land London event coming up very, very soon, literally within a couple of days. It could be likely that they want to wait to show these trailers until there's a lot of eyes on the esports scene watching all of this, or maybe like an initial premiere over there, because yes, they traditionally release event trailers kind of like in a certain way, but they also haven't really had a big LAN event during all of this stuff, and they may see this as a better opportunity to promote all of it. So that's why I've also said it's not completely confirmed, just extremely likely. But then lastly, it wasn't just that. We also have not received a brand new weapon in a season for quite some time, and that also will be changing. This leaked weapon that we have been discussing for so long, the Nemesis Burst AR, finally seems to be coming into the game. And obviously this is leaked footage that is extremely old, and all of this could have changed by now. But the gist of it is that it is some burst energy AR that has some type of mechanism that allows it to go to a fully automatic weapon as well. From what you can tell in the video and from what I've understood, it's like a middle ground between the Havoc and the Volt SMG. Because even though the Havoc is technically an AR, it feels more like a smaller light machine gun, because I guess of the, you know, charge up that you have to do when you don't have turbocharger. I would imagine that it's going to feel like a Havoc with a turbocharger, but it's going to probably do a little bit less damage and not be such a heavy hitter. At the same time, have this Hemlock type of spin to it as well. So I know the news is a little weird, but I gotta be honest, I'm kind of glad that Apex is not going with this traditional way of releasing a season. I think it kind of mixes things up. I do wish that there was some world possible where we get like a really hyped up legend. Like if we got someone as cool or as fun as Horizon was, or as like OP as Horizon was, where it actually makes a change in the meta, I think honestly this season would probably make the game skyrocket even more. But I totally understand why they're doing what they're doing, and I'm not totally against it. I'm glad that we're getting a new gun. It's been a while. I'm glad that they're trying to actually balance the game instead of bringing new legends where they probably could get more interaction. And I'm just glad that they're doing it a little bit different. I know some of you are probably going to be upset though that there's not a new legend coming. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below when it comes to season 16. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I'll see you later, Gators.